What's up guys? I'm here today with a very exciting video, my 2019 New Year's resolutions. And so I'm not really the type that usually does like big resolutions. I'll usually half-heartedly write some down but never look back on them, never track them, but I am just very excited for this year and I feel like it's going to be a good year and I feel like I'm going to stick to them. So I'm very, very excited. 2018 was an amazing year for me. I wouldn't say anything particularly like awesome happened, but I just feel that I changed more, geared my life towards what I want it to be more in 2018 than I have in any other year. So 2018 I started my YouTube channel and I was watching YouTube videos and I never used to watch YouTube. My boyfriend used to watch YouTube and I'd be like, why the heck are you wasting all of your time? Like, what are you doing? Why are you watching all of these videos? And I remember one day I was just like super bored. I had finished all of my homework. I had nothing to do. And so I was super bored. I was like, okay, well, I'll just see if I can find anything on YouTube. Seems to work for Michael. So I pulled up YouTube. I found some YouTubers that I just thought were absolutely amazing and I was like, holy cow, I want to do this. Like, this is something that I really want to do. So 2018 is really special and will always be really special for that reason. I remember I just one day decided, okay, I'm going to film this video. I remember sitting down to edit and I just had the best time. I was sitting down, my mom had the TV on, but I was sitting with my headphones and editing, and I just could not stop laughing. I thought it was the funniest thing, my first video. I thought I was hilarious, and obviously, like, I'm not the funniest person ever, but I really just enjoyed making my first YouTube video. And ever since then, I've genuinely loved my channel, and if I could do something with it, I know that I would be so happy with what I'm doing. There's so many things I want to do with this YouTube channel, and I'm just so grateful not only for Michael for watching YouTube all the time and giving me the idea to start watching it, but I'm just so happy that I started it, and I don't know, I hope it takes me somewhere amazing. I hope that I get to the point I want to be with it, but that is part of the reason I'm so grateful for 2018. In 2018, I also started shifting like the way that I see food, the way that I see health, and health, fitness, and just overall happiness became such a priority in 2018, and especially in the last few months. And that's part of the reason I'm so excited for 2019 is because I have set myself up to have an amazing year with all the ideas, all of the things I've started to implement in my life. I just know that 2019 is going to be amazing, and if it isn't, I know how to handle it. But today I wanted to tell you guys my 2019 resolutions and some tips for you to be successful with your resolutions also. And so my number one tip, and I think this is the biggest mistake that people make, is it needs to be measurable. Obviously there are some goals that can't be measurable, but if you can get it in a way that it's numbers, like a certain amount of times per week you want to do something, if you can make it measurable, like if you want to eat healthy, then I would say eat healthy 90% of the time, eat healthy 80% of the time. Just make it so that it's a number, so you're not just kind of guessing like, oh, well, yeah, I kind of did that this year. So measurable is the key. And also, I think that dreams are great, I think that goals are amazing, but I think they need to be realistic. So that is my tip number 2, is realistic goals. So like if I'm going to sit here and I think about my YouTube channel and I go, well, I want to have 1 million subscribers by the end of the year, that's just not realistic. Like, that is not a realistic goal. That's not really obtainable, and you'll get to the end of the year and you'll be like, well, I didn't do that, I'm a failure. Which, no, you're not a failure. It's just not a very realistic goal. I'm sure for some people it is. Just make sure that you're being real, make sure that you're being honest with yourself, with your goals, and know yourself well enough to write down a goal that you understand and that you know you have the power to complete by the end of the year. When it comes to health and fitness, I'd say one of my biggest tips is, yes, January 1st is tomorrow, yes, January 1st is coming up, But I think that if you fall off the track, a lot of people just give up completely. Or a lot of people go, oh, I'll just wait till next Monday. Oh, I'll just wait till next Monday. But here's the thing, is if you start on a Wednesday, you are more likely to continue with it because you didn't start because it was the start of the week. You started because you decided you wanted to start. So with that, I'm going to tell you guys my goal. I have my handy dandy bullet journal, which I'm actually pretty pumped about this year, and I think this is part of the reason I'm going to be on track. I have my goals, and I've laid it out so that it's pretty and so that I'm excited, and that's just kind of, how I live my life, is I'm excited about going to the gym because I get new, exciting, pretty gym clothes. I'm excited about completing things because they look nice, and that's just kind of how I work. And find whatever works for you. If you work best based on solely a to-do list, go ahead and do that. Write a to-do list, and put that on your mirror. I would say tip number 4 for my 2019 goals is to categorize. Don't make just a big list of goals, but to categorize them. So for example, I have focus, and in my focus section, I have essentially like words that I want to live by. So words that I want to live by in 2019, and in that is positivity and dedication. And a little bit behind that is I want to be so positive and so happy in 2019 that it affects other people. I want to truly just be positive and shift my mindset into positive thinking instead of negative thinking. And then dedication is I love my YouTube channel and I want to dedicate everything I can to it, and I want to dedicate all I can to school, and I just think giving 100% of myself to everything I'm doing is why I put dedication in one of my words to follow for 2019. So that is my focus section. I also have a fitness, health, and a YouTube section, and my YouTube section is generally like, it's really just kind of a social media section, but I'm going to start with health. And so this is kind of like hygiene and diet. So that's what I put in my health section. And if you guys wanted to see, here's what my 2019 goals look like in my bullet journal. In my health section, taking care of like my appearance, taking care of my body has not been like my biggest priority. Like I've always had acne, and I think it's from food, but it's also very genetic in my family too. But I've always had acne, and I think part of having acne for me was my parents wasn't really a big thing to me. Like I had acne and it bothered other people more than it bothered me. Like I didn't really mind that it was there. I didn't think it made me less. I didn't think it made me more. I just had acne, and so I didn't need to cover it up all the time, and so my appearance has never been like my biggest worry. But I think something I want to focus on in 2019, I just want to take care of my body. So I've started like moisturizing really well. I never used to moisturize, taking care of my face and my skin, and taking care of my hair. So on this, I have use a hair mask every other wash. On this is also use a paleo-based diet the majority of your time, clean your gut, and clear up your acne with your diet. So my gut, I do not believe is healthy, but I haven't been able to go to a doctor that could really figure anything out for me. So what I want to do is I want to eat healthy whole foods. And what I made this measurable by putting majority of the time. So use a paleo-based diet the majority of the time. I don't have to be perfect all the time. I don't need to never have sugar again in my life, but I want my primary way of eating to be paleo-based, or at least whole foods based. I want to put whole foods in my body to see if I can clean up my gut, and so the other things just kind of follow along with that, with cleaning up your gut and cleaning up acne with my diet. So if I eat a paleo-based diet the majority of the time and figure out what is wrong, then in turn it'll clear out my acne. So they kind of go hand in hand. Next is my fitness category. I'm a very numbers person. Like I originally went to school for engineering and I switched to finance, and both are very, very numbers involved. And so numbers is just how my brain works. So my first goal for fitness in 2019 is do 300 days of yoga. And that might sound absolutely crazy, but in my brain I go, okay, 300 days of yoga. There are 365 days in a year. There are 52 weeks. So that means every single week I can do yoga every single day except for one day, and then 13 of those weeks I only have to do yoga 5 days a week. I am super excited for this goal because I know that it's measurable and I know that I can do it. So I'm going to stick to 300 days of yoga. My second goal is to complete both of Sarah's Day ebooks. And so she has 2 ebooks out, weeks 1 through 8, and then weeks 8 through 16. And so her books are Sweat It to Shred It and Sweat It Reload. So I'm just really excited because I was looking for a way to train, and everybody was doing weight training, everybody was doing running, and I didn't really want to do either of those. And so I found Sarah's Day, and she is literally exactly the type of exercise that I wanted to do, but I didn't know that's what I wanted to do. I genuinely think we're like soul sisters. She just doesn't know me yet. But after that, I said I would like to complete both ebooks and continue my fitness after that. So I don't want to just stop after the ebooks. I'd like to continue that style of working out. And then I also have as my next goal to go on 20 hikes. I had to be very, very realistic with this one. I wanted to say go on 52 hikes. I had to really sit down and figure out what was a reasonable goal for this. My final goal, which I am so excited about in the fitness category, is to learn how to box. So my boyfriend actually got me these boxing gloves for Christmas, which I asked for because I knew that I wanted them, but they look like this. And I am so excited about it. I knew I wanted to learn how to box. I've saw some other people do it, and I just think it's a super cool skill to have. Like, for a woman to be like super strong and super fast, I don't know, I just think it looks really cool. So I'm so excited about that goal. And then my final category is my YouTube category. And so for this, I also had to sit down and think and be very realistic with myself. What is an attainable goal? What can I achieve? And so originally I wanted to say reach 1,000 subscribers. And I do think that is achievable. I do think that's realistic, but I wasn't sure if I would complete it. So I started with reach 500 subscribers. So if I know I can get to 500, I feel like I can get to 500 again. So if I complete that, I'm going to do 1,000, then I'm going to do 1,500, then I'm going to do 3,000. So I just want to start small, and I want to be realistic, and I don't want to be disappointed in my growth because I didn't get to a certain number. I also wrote down post at least 52 videos this year. This is something that this is something that I will achieve no matter what. 52 videos I have to do. I would like to do more. I would like to be around the 80 or 90 number, but 52 is what we're starting with, and I think it's achievable, and I'm excited for that too. And then my last in my YouTube/social media category. So I want to post 60 times this year. I want it to be exactly what I want. I want my page to be bright. I want it to be exciting. I want it to be fun. And I want it to be exactly what I like. But 60 times is at least once a week. I think that's achievable. I think I can do it. And so overall, I'm hoping that my YouTube, social media, Instagram game is pumped this year. Alright, so I hope that my goals gave you some ideas. I hope that my tips helped you. But overall, I hope that you are as excited for this year as I am. Today is December 31st. I woke up so excited for today. I walked in my sister's room. I was like, get out of bed, get your life ready, clean your room, clean the bathroom, because tomorrow we're restarting. And so we cleaned our bathroom. I cleaned my room. She still needs to clean her room. But I'm genuinely so excited. I hope you're as excited too. And if you want to keep this excitement up, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Give this video a like, because some amazing things are coming. Thank you so much. I hope that I see you back here again. And I hope that you have an absolutely amazing 2019. Toodles!